Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Chisom here again, and this is another episode of Mrs. Lekwa's series where we keep it real, we stay positive, and we put in our best in order to achieve our goal. If you're not part of my community yet, you're just meeting me for the very first time, you're welcome. Do well to consider sticking around. Please do well to subscribe. Don't just be a passerby, be a part of this community. We're here to help each other, okay? And to all my old and returning subscribers, of course, you guys know that you're the real deal. You're the real reason why we do this every day. That is just where the encouragement stems from. Okay, so thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for all your engagement. Thank you for all the trying my best to respond to most of the emails that you send inbox. If I've not gotten to your mail, please, it's because the workload might be overwhelming, juggling work, taking care of the kids and this YouTube thing. So sometimes you might not just throw in a mail and it gets an immediate response. Okay, but then I decided to make this a video because I realized that most people are asking just about the same question. Okay, it's not typically the same, but they all boil down to how to get a job, how to relocate abroad, and all that. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this like a video so that anybody that comes across it will deduce one or two information from it that could answer the question you have in your mail without necessarily having to answer all of them one by one. So I'm going to be using this particular email that someone sent as a template so that we can just talk about it, look at it together and see what the answer could be depending on your own peculiar situation. So this one is from Emmanuel. Emmanuel is writing from Nigeria, and he said, please dear, I need your help. I have been trying to apply to jobs overseas from Nigeria, but all proves abortive. Please, how do I get to apply for a job with sponsored visa? Like, how do I get to connect with an employer who can offer a sponsorship visa? Please, as per my CV, how do I get a standard Canadian CV? I really need your help and guidance on how to go, hoping to hear from you. Okay, so Emmanuel, it's good that you already know that getting a job abroad, how you position yourself, apart from the fact that you have to have the right qualification, you have to be applying to the right jobs, you have to have the right experience. Also, how you structure your CV and your cover letter matters a lot. In fact, like I told you guys, that most of these recruitment organizations, they use recruitment softwares. Most of these CVs you're training is not it's not human beings that look at it one after the other, desk by desk. So your CV have the right words, because how they do this is that they pick up some keywords that they're looking for. It's just like when you come to a database, people like us that are data analysts, when you come to a large volume of data and you want to pick out information, there are some keywords you have to search, even without being a data analyst. Like in a layman's understanding, for example, you are working on Excel and you have this particular voluminous data you're working with on Excel. You are looking for data that has this particular things. What you will do, you will not go one by one after the other, column by column, row by row, and be looking for this data. What you just do is to use filter. When you use filter, you pick the keywords that you're looking for. You can either search or use filter. So when they are putting up job adverts and they say they want somebody that is compassionate, ability to do this, ability to do that, ability depending on the job role, okay? Those are the things you must capture in your CV. Don't have it at heart that, okay, after I know how to do this, when they call me, I can explain it to them that I know how to do it. They won't call you if you don't capture it in your CV. Okay, make sure that thing is there in your CV, word by word. If you go to the job advert and you see that they say they are looking for someone who can stand for long period of time, able to stand long period of hours because of the nature of the job, put it in your CV, ability to stand long period of hours. That is how they're going to filter these CVs, okay? That is the first step, structuring your CV in order that whatever it is, the keyword, go to the job advert. There are some documents that are always attached to job advert. That is where you find the person specifications of the job, and most of the time, the job description. So if the job says this list of 7 things are the job description, things you will be doing on the job, make sure that at least 3 of these things are captured in your CV as things you did in your former role or things you're doing in your current role. That is what shows that you have the experience they are looking for. If they say they need somebody that can give personal care, someone that can, let me just use for example, someone that can make hair, someone that can paint nails, someone that can draw eyebrow, go to your CV, go and put it there that when you worked in so organization, what you were doing, you were fixing eyebrow, you were making hair, you were painting nails. That is how CVs work. And then we did a video on how you can make your CV come up to Canadian or international standard. If you check my channel, you will see the video. It was videos with one of the very first videos I made. We went to Job Bank Canada. We got a template from the Job Bank and I explained all these things to you guys, how you are going to be able to use it and draft your own CV. Canada, UK, Australia, US, they are all international jobs. If you know those things that should not be in your CV, okay, go there. All those things you people put in your CV: marital status, country of origin, next of kin, this one, swimming, what's it called, hobbies, swimming, this one, dancing. Remove all those things. They shouldn't be in your CV. Go and watch that video. After watching that video, you must have understood how you can make your CV come up to international standard. And so that being said, in the aspect of work, when you're applying for work, especially when you're applying from jobs from the abroad, number one thing you have to know is that it will not come overnight. It will not come overnight because the competition is really tough. Except you are one of those highly skilled individuals. Of course, you know that the job you're applying for, you are highly skilled when they are talking of specialists, professionals. Okay, and also apply to jobs in industries that are in shortage of occupation lists. For example, if you're applying to jobs in the UK and you're in Nigeria, look at opportunities. Go and apply to jobs like teachers, healthcare assistants, the ITs. There are some jobs you know that they are in shortage occupation list. Those are the jobs that are in high demand in the country where you're applying for job to work in. Even if it's Canada, even if it's Australia, go to their job bank, go to their job, to their website, go and look at the jobs that are in high demand in those areas and see how you can make your skill and or gain experience in that area so that you can apply if you're interested in working in that field. Okay, that is number one. Another thing you have to know is that you have to be patient. It's not something you throw in your application today and tomorrow you get congratulations. Sometimes it could take months, it could take weeks, it could take days, it could take hours, it could even take a year for you to land that job. Okay, another thing is your location where you're applying. There are some locations that are just saturated already. Everybody wants to come to UK. You see people, everybody's applying to jobs in England, jobs in London, jobs in just everywhere, Birmingham, Manchester. Why can't people think of going to Scotland, Northern Ireland, Belfast, all those places? You apply, just be open to any location, except you have a particular location where you want to stay. If not, you can be open to any location. I even made a video in this channel about an opportunity that came in Japan, for you to go to Japan and teach English language, to travel to Japan as an English language teacher. And I gave you people the requirements. A lot of people did not even watch that video because it's not enticing. Everybody wants to come to UK. Everybody wants to go to Canada. I understand all that. But sometimes there is a stepping stone. Even if UK is your dream, where you actually want to be. Going to Japan this year does not stop you from applying to go to UK from Japan the next year. Instead of being in that one position where you are, maybe things are really tough, things are becoming unmanageable where you are, why not move? You can from Japan apply for a visa to come to the UK the next year, the next 2 years, next 3 years. It depends. And most of these countries are really nice places to be. It's just that because of that stereotype, we all want to go to UK, US, all those places that everybody's just going to, one thing, like once one pathway opens, everybody just wants to follow it. Nobody wants to explore other options. So you might want to look at other options, travel abroad, even if it's Canada you want to go to. It doesn't mean that you must from Nigeria land yourself in Canada. There are still ways you can get to your destination without necessarily taking a direct flight to Canada. Okay, so look at all those options. Look at all those other countries where you can start from. Another thing you have to do is, how are you positioning yourself to be able to land these jobs? When you come to the UK, for example, healthcare assistant, carers, all those jobs, at a time, I think they are now being saturated. To be honest, a lot of people, they are now being saturated. The demand is now becoming high. Unlike before, when they are looking for healthcare assistance, especially all those after COVID-19 period, they were looking for these people. But right now, you notice that even when you get the job, they will say, do you know how to drive? Do you have a car? the employers are now being, selective, because the demand is now high. A lot of people want to be there because of course, what's the need, certificate of sponsorship, and all those other subsidized things you get when you become a carer in the UK. So position yourself very well. If you want to use the healthcare pathway, or the health worker pathway, what skills are you gaining to be able to touch up your CV, so that when you apply, at least you meet not just the essential criteria, but also the desirable criteria. For example, now, like I said, the healthcare assistance role, to me, I think, in my opinion, are getting oversaturated. So why don't you do courses like diploma in health? If you do MVQ diploma in health, you can do all these courses from Nigeria. They are online. Read.com, Allison.com, Florence Academy. When you do all these courses, assuming now, for example, you have gotten a diploma in health, these courses, like the diploma in health, I know in read.com is around 4 months, 6 months period for you to finish the course, and the cost fee too should be around 300, 400 pounds, thereabouts. Okay, if you can do these courses, you are positioning yourself in order to be able to compete. In fact, you no longer be applying for jobs in healthcare assistance, you will even be applying for senior carer positions. And most senior carer positions I know are giving certificates of sponsorship. Most of them are giving certificates of sponsorship. Most of the senior carer roles I know. So try and see. I don't know what your profession is, what your current, it doesn't matter. What matters is skills, experience. Like in this country is not where you come and somebody is asking you, what did you study in the university? Where is your university? Where is your degree certificate or your degree results? No. What they need is your experience. What they need is your skill, and do all those certifications. For example, you want to delve into health and health sector, do those certifications in the health sector, like all this diploma, MVQ level 3 in health and adult social care. Do those certifications. You are going. Once you get all those certifications, that is what you need. You start applying for senior carer roles, because as for healthcare assistant now, applying from Nigeria for healthcare assistants, my dear, a lot of people that are here already have not even gotten it, let alone someone applying from overseas. So you can imagine the competition is high. So if I will advise you, reposition yourself, re-strategize. Check the jobs you're applying for from Nigeria. Are they jobs that are high in demand? Are they jobs that are in the shortage occupation list? If they are the jobs in high demand, the jobs in shortage occupation list, have you checked your qualification? Are you meeting up to the essential and desirable qualification that these employers are looking for? Okay, it's not just enough to be a graduate. Nobody cares if you're a graduate or you're not a graduate here. What they care is certifications. Do you have them? Experience. Do you have them? If you have them, show them in your CV that you have them. Put it in your cover letter that you have them. So that is what you need to do to position yourself. And please stop looking for clustered areas. Look for other areas, like I said, the Northern Ireland, I said Scotland, I said Wales, I said so many other, even Japan. Look for other areas. It must not necessarily be England, and give it time. It's not when you wake up this morning, you just say, oh, I want to be in the UK by December. You have all these things, they come, but with time, you have to put in the work. The only fastest means I know that if you want to travel abroad ASAP is either you do study visa, or if you have a love interest there, you get married and boom, you're going already. If not, all this other job, using job, even Canada, using PR to go to Canada, or provincial nominations, they take time. They are things that you do and it comes over a period of time. Just put in the handwork, put in the persistence. Don't just apply to one role, 2 roles or the other, and then you say, oh, you're tired of applying. You have to keep applying. If it means applying to 50 jobs in a day, keep on applying. Keep on applying. By the time you apply to 50 jobs in a day and you see that somehow is not going, re-strategize. Check your CV. Know if there is something in your CV that you're not getting right. Restructure it and see how it suits, and then you continue applying again. Okay, so don't give up. It's not going to just be a walk in the park, honestly, to be honest with you. But I tell you that I know a lot of people who left Nigeria using work visa. So if it's possible, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. These people I know, they are not doctors, they're not nurses, they are just ordinary people like you and I, people that just came up and want to enter the health sector, and they were able to get a job, and today they are in the UK. Okay, so if it's possible, yes, it is possible. All you need to do is to be persistent, persevere, diligently pursuing it, and give it time. After, you must have structured your CV and getting all these qualifications that I just told you about in this video. Okay, I just hope that this information is helpful. I hope it kind of cleared one or two doubts you have in your mind. It answered one or two questions you have. If there's any more you need, please don't hesitate. Drop it in the comment section, drop it in the emails, however it is. Please don't give up, keep on pushing, and don't forget to be positive, to stay positive no matter what happens. Kwechiri, stay positive and keep doing the right thing. Till my next video, guys, you do take care of yourself, love yourself, and be positive. All right, bye bye.